Hey everyone, how are you doing? Nice to see you all. I didn't see you at first. Cheers. No, bottoms up. How are you all doing? It's been a while since my last video. That's alright. Now I have a new video for you all. So last week I just wasn't feeling it, so I skipped it, but here I am celebrating another week behind, and let's do another cheers for that, yeah? Bubble beer. Oh yeah. Hey, so I just thought I would drop another vinyl finds video. Some of these stuffs I've had lying around for a couple of months now, since my Greece trip, and the latest items are from this week. So let's just get right into it. What we're listening in the background is one of my vinyl finds, quite recent acquisitions. The Fuck Nuts. What's the album called? Let's Play Scratch and Sniff with Grandpa's Butt. This was a blind buy online. Ordered it with my previous episode with all of the German bands. I ordered this along with them. It was a couple of bucks, and as you can hear, it's pretty nice, garagey, psychobilly punk rock, even surf here and there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool record for that cheap. Song titles pretty much sold it to me. Camel Balls, Fuck You, I Ain't Gandhi, Bat Fag, which is basically Batman theme, but with Bat Flag. Yeah, Seasons in the Scum. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice rocking stuff. So, yeah, I've tried to keep this a short video this time. Just a couple of needle drops. Yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, that was it. That's good. Alright, so let's just continue. A couple of soundtracks here that I want to show first out of the way. My favorite composer, Italian composer, Stelvio Cipriani. What you call this genre? Polizio? I forgot already, but Italian Dirty Harry ripoff. Let's basically this movie and the soundtrack for that movie. Really kick-ass rock jazz fusion with funky elements to it. Not so much orchestral pieces in this one, but it's really fucking great. Maybe I will actually give a short needle drop. On Clear Wax. Hear the first song a little bit, which is the title song. Seductive fruits. Not so seductive, maybe more like a typical spy feeling to it. Some Stelvio Cipriani stuff also has psychedelic influences, even folk rock. I really like this. I think John Spencer's Blues Explosion has kind of taken influences from these kind of arrangements, and many others, I'm sure. Yeah, completely instrumental record, this one. It's an Italian reissue from this year, AMS label records. Yeah, good stuff. Italians did the best movies and music in the 70s. Arguably. Okay, next soundtrack. I bought this in Greece. Army of Darkness soundtrack. This is 2020 record store release. Here's the hype sticker. So as it says, first time ever on vinyl with original artwork, that is. So yeah, gatefold, really neat that they used it, because the trend is nowadays with all this soundtrack reissues, and I bet it's because of copyrights and you know, just it's cheaper to redo the artworks, but most of the time they are really fucking lame. Really hats off, big kudos, 3 cheers to Varese Saraband. I've seen this company has done some John Carpenter too, I believe. One of my favorite movie trilogies. Soundtrack is not the type that I will listen very often because it's completely orchestrated, and I prefer the stuff like the Stelvio Cipriani. So came with 2 these custom labels. And that's the track listing side, and the other disc with that kind of. Sorry, I'm bored to take it out from the sleeve. Okay, so those were the soundtracks. Let me talk about this one newcomer that I got a couple of weeks ago. I had pre-ordered this early summer, or it was late spring. Anyway, that is the latest Descendents, Night and Walnut. Just briefly, my quick review and impressions of this record. This is with the Milo Goes to College lineup. So Frank Navera, the original guitarist and songwriter, and Tony Lombardo, the bassist as well, and obviously Bill Stevenson and Milo. I think they recorded this just before Frank passed away, unfortunately, sometime in late 2008. I don't know if that's the year exactly when he died, don't take my word for that, but I understood as per my readings that it's really, they had recorded most of this stuff and he passed away. Yeah, this was released this year. It's their so-called lost album, 14 tracks that were kind of. Well, actually, let me correct that. There are a couple of re-recordings, like of their very first release, Hectic World and Ride the Wild. They re-recorded them with Milo on vocals. Yeah, this is a short album, like just barely 20 minutes, 18 songs. So longest is like, I don't know if it's even 2 minutes. Most of the songs are 1 minute or less, which is a good thing. And this is the printed inner sleeve with words. The songwriting is from that era, but sounds and everything is from modern Descendents, and I don't know if you're a fan of that or not, but I think it's a fine record. It's a good record, not an excellent record. Came with a poster, some of the pre-orders, not all of them. Yeah. After the third listen, I started to warm up to this pretty much. There are a couple of songs that I'm kind of like, not that great songs, but like I said, short songs. Worth mentioning songs I think are Grudge, I'm Shaky, and Glad All Over was a cover of someone's cover. I forgot whose cover it was. I thought it was someone's cover. And the songs from the very first release they ever did, which are re-recorded here, are still among the strongest songs, songwriting-wise and everything. So if you're a Descendents fan, you're definitely gonna like it and want to have it. If you're not a fan of Descendents, post Everything Sucks. I don't know if this is such a must. I don't know. I mean, it is, in my opinion, the best Descendents record since Everything Sucks. So that's just my 2 cents. Vinyl came on this kind of, what you call that, but like this. If I give stars, if I use 5-star rating, I would give this album a 3. And this one I got earlier this week for $15, something like that. It's a reissue on clear vinyl of Alice Cooper's first solo album. Don't own any Alice Cooper. I'm obviously quite familiar. When I was growing up, Bed of Nails and Poison and those were blazing in the radio. And yes, I did like that overly schmaltzy, cheesy Alice Cooper. But as years went by, I got to know more of the gentleman's earlier stuff, and I liking it much more. So I thought I'd start buying some of his records, starting from the first one. And of course, Vincent Price, fucking A. He does some spoken word parts in that. Okay, album also sounds good quality. Lyrics. And the old Atlantic labels, or I don't know if there's really the old style, but this been around for a while, I think. Clear vinyl as well. Okay, and another clear vinyl along the way. Okay, this is something I bought in Greece. Pretty much everyone who watches my video will know Poison Idea. I picked this Jackpot reissues. I think this is from last year, this reissue, or is it even from this year? Anyway, debut release from 1983, reissued on Clear Wax. I know Clifford Clifford Vinyl Cheapskate has shown this one as well, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail. It had a sticker, little paper with some information. The other side is this. I mean, Poison Idea are fucking legendary punk band. And while we are in Poison Idea, another Poison Idea I bought, War All the Time. This also from Greece. I think last year's reissue. On red vinyl, a couple of hundreds were pressed. TKO and American Records, Leather Records. You see, sorry about the glare. Very sturdy, good quality inner sleeve. With a little picture collage. Don't have to say much about Poison Idea, nor will I give any needle drops. This one came on this kind of red with black, whatever. It's not swirls, but some black shit on it. Alright. Oh fuck, no, I just remember. I wanted to start with 7 inches, that I have a few there, but they will go last then. Okay, more purchases from Greece. Got it for pretty cheap. The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. You might be wondering, what cover is this? This is a UK reissue from 1986. It's in good condition, so I thought I'd grab it. It's really, like, it's a okay record. It's not a record that I fucking love a lot. It has its moments. Nice Sunday listening, I think. Sunday afternoon or even morning record. Psychedelic pop rock. Only after 3 years of playing actively, they already knew they're gonna break up, and they knew it while they were recording this one, and they kind of wanted to go for something more personal. Yeah, and anyway, it was hype to go this way, kind of psychedelic pop rock like this album is. Think about the Beatles. Think about Sgt. Pepper's and Magical Mystery Tour, but although this is not as catchy. This kind of label. Okay, and another one I bought from Greece. Puggles, Adventures in Modern Recordings. Yeah, that was the name, Adventures. Yeah, I don't know, 10 years ago I would have said this is my guilty pleasure. But I don't believe in such things anymore, or really don't fucking care. I happen to love a couple of songs on this album immensely. 2 songs that made me want to buy this, and I paid less than $5. This is a Greek pressing. You can see ringware, pretty flimsy cover. My favorite song is Lenny. Amazing, very good synth pop song. Forgot the singer's name. I mean, we all know Buggles from who many of you might hate. Video killed the radio star song, but I happen to still love that song, even though radio did kill that song a little bit. But I can't deny that how catchy song it is. Okay, so anyway, got this one on TV, Lenny, Rainbow Warrior on B-side. So B-side is the thing that I listen to the most. It's a really good synth pop album. I recommend checking it out at least. Check the song Lenny. Okay, oh, I forgot to say, here's the Greek pressing Bungles label. Record in excellent condition. The sleeve wasn't. Okay, yes, we continue in Greece. A whole filler, DOA is better change. Something better change. Maybe my favorite DOA. This one or Hardcore 81. I don't know. Depends on the day. But this is definitely one of my favorites, that's for sure. This is a couple of years ago, this reissued. 2020, Restless Records. Don't really have to tell much about maybe the most known Canadian punk band. DOA. This kind of little flyer poster was inside. And the wax with the label. Looking sweet. So yeah, I mean, the best era DOA with Chuck Biscuits and drums still. That's my opinion anyway. I have not shown this band before. It's a Finnish band called Shitter Limited, and this is their compilation LP. This is a German pressing from 2006. So they taken some songs from all their releases. There are 24 songs in total. Not a very long album, maybe 30 minutes. Songs are short. Band in Finland. This band did stir quite much controversy back in the day, namely targeting politicians in their album covers, album titles and songs like "We're gonna kill you, you're a fucking whore." It had this sticker inside, McDonald's. Syö paskaa, which translates eat shit in Finnish. Very nice. Had this kind of insert as well, with some kind of liner notes and some songs lyrics in English and in Finnish. Not all of the lyrics. Okay, so some of the song titles, for instance, McDonald's, yeah, Lousy Hippie, Chainsaw into the Ass, The CEO of Kemira should be killed, EU smells like mafia, fuck I'm gonna kill you, Iiro Viinanen, Jesus saves, Pacifist, Helena Pesola is a whore. You know, songs like this. But musically, this is, it's pretty much founded in punk and hardcore, but they really explored a lot, so they actually had been acoustic songs, like really mellow songs. So anyway, yeah, I have shown in the past some Shitter Limited. I'm not gonna give it a little drop. That's how the label looks like. Yeah, that dude. This one I took because I had seen Cosmic Vinyl talk about this band. He showed this band in one of his top something favorite, maybe it was power pop albums or bands or something, underappreciated ones. Anyway, and he showed The Knack, but it was another album. I think it was perhaps their debut, and this is, I think, their sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. I might correct it if I am mistaken. But the little girls understand. What do they understand? This kind of guys. This is a really good power pop album, I have to say. Pop rock, typical of the era, 1980. It came with the inner sleeve, like that, in pristine condition, the whole thing. This is an affordable record. If you're looking into buying some cheap power pop, The Knack, go for the first two records. I really like it, really dig it. Capitol label. Okay, the next one I will give a vinyl drop from. But before we continue, let's all hydrate ourselves. Okay, this next one I also ordered from Germany. Automatics, 40 Virgins in the Afterlife. First things first, I think the album cover artwork sucks. Like really, this is from early 2001. And Automatics is, as far as as per what I read, they are a UK punk band that existed in '78. They put out, I think, a couple of singles only. And they've been all then active on and off, and this album they recorded in 2001, and this is pretty nice pop rock punk, this UK punk. Think about the Professionals and yeah, more like later Ramones. Yeah, I mean Steve Jones is playing guitar on this album as well, and you can definitely tell he's brought some certain type of influence. So my biggest gripe with this one is that the sounds are not that fitting for this kind of music. I think a couple of skippable songs, and those songs are like, when I first heard, I thought they're covers. They sound so familiar that I thought they must be traditional songs, something, you know, that anthems, things like this. But no, they are their songs, but they are fucking ripping off Then He Kissed, and then he kissed her, and then he kissed me. So there's a song that sounds exactly like that, but it's not. Okay, so now Automatics, Sea Devils of Beverly Hills, just to give you an understanding. Singer, some that remind me of Joey Shithead, like the 90s DOA, a little bit. You know, it's nothing, you know, very amazing, but I like it. Again, couple of bucks. I don't know, in case I didn't show the Automatics label, like that, and that one. The next record that I'm gonna show is a 7-inch, brought to my attention by the wonderful one and only Ryan Kidd. This is the TV's Daniel single that he also showed on one of his episodes 1 month back or so. Maybe We'll All Die in the End was the song, and really great one. I bought this from Discogs, it was cheap. Poland, I believe I bought this from a Polish seller. But yeah, really good power pop punk. Alright, this next one is 7-inch that was kind of a blind buy, which is called Sweet Knives. And an American band, like synth punk, or what you call that, dark wave band. Sweet Knives, Sound on Sound. They have keyboards and that was Sweet Knives. 2 left, 2 7-inches left. This was also a blind buy, just because of the label, and I knew, kind of had enough feeling for what am I getting into just because of the cover of the 7-inch. But first, before anything, I was sure it's this label. I don't want to even try to say it. Anyone who's punk and hardcore nowadays knows this label. The Vultures. The Vultures, and I think if I remember well, they didn't have anything else released but this one, so this was reissued by this British company. I mean, look at the cover. I mean, handwritten just with a permanent marker or whatever once, and that's it. DIY punk. Some form dropped from there. Feedback form for the label. Labels. Okay, the first song on A side was kind of a, you know, okay. But the second song already won me over. It's a nicely amateurish band, just in the borderline of, you know, is it just like horrendous to listen to, or is it giving something to you? But these guys are sincere and really into it. That's how I hear it, and I like it. Okay, Looking for a Job by the Vultures. What? Long breaks also between tracks on this pressing. I love this song. The bassist looks like he's kind of like, well, is this how I'm holding it? Am I holding it right? Here too. What? Is that how it's supposed to be? And last 7-inch and the record of today's video is I bought the same time with the Sitter Limited and the other 7-inches. Poison Control. This was also American punk rock band. Completely new for me. I took it just based on everything, like how it looks like, and the price was right, and I thought, hey, at worst it's gonna be some mediocre hardcore punk. And upon first listening, this is exactly what my thoughts were. Like the A side especially, but the B side redeems itself pretty much, which is this one, which is Slums of Punk Rock, and I'm so nervous. Those were really cool. Have a good look at the guys. I will give a quick needle drop from Slums of Punk Rock. Also something early 2000. I always forget to check the fucking years before. I think that's a good way to end this one. Hey, thank you everyone for joining with Mika, also known as Dr. October, and that is I. I don't know why I'm talking like that now, but hey, I wish you all a great Friday and a fantastic weekend. Hope everyone has been doing well, and I hope you will all stay well. Remember, tomorrow is another Doctor and the Kid live stream, the usual time, which is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Nashville time, in other words. And yeah, that is Saturday 23rd. I bid you farewell, take care again, and thank you for all the views and comments. Cheers, guys and gals.